Konnichiwa! O genki desu ka? That was me saying hello and how are you? I've been learning some Japanese while I've been here in Japan. Basic phrases, but it's a lot of fun. Well, I'm coming to you tonight from the Keio Plaza Hotel, which is kind of our home base. It's in Shinjuku, which is in Tokyo. Tokyo is a huge city, so it's broken up into lots of different neighborhoods. And the subway map of Tokyo makes New York look like a joke because, yeah, it's huge. It's huge. It's a little confusing, but it's all right. Well, I've been wanting to do a video blog and I decided to bite the bullet and just do it. We've had a couple of days off, and so I've been doing some sightseeing. I saw the Imperial Palace Gardens. You can't actually go into the palace. I've been to Harajuku, which is a cool, trendy neighborhood in Tokyo. Yesterday I went to an onsen with a couple of friends, which is sort of like a spa amusement park with hot springs and hot tubs and saunas. It was really pretty amazing and a really cultural, interesting experience, which I'll come back to later. And then tonight, some of the folks that work at Disney Japan wanted to take out the Disney on Classic group to dinner, which is great because we don't actually work for Disney. We work for Harmony Japan, but Disney basically approves things, approves which music can be done at our concerts. They come see our concerts once in a while. They give us support. They're really amazing and supportive of what we do, and they want to have a close relationship with us and with Harmony Japan. So they took us out to this really cool restaurant that I guess the Prime Minister of Japan took George Bush to a few years ago, and there was also a scene in Kill Bill, not actually in this restaurant, but they built a model of the restaurant. Quentin Tarantino built a model because he loved this restaurant, and it was amazing. They just brought course after course of food out. We kept thinking it was almost over. There were 12 courses of food. There was sushi, there was chicken skewers, there was soup, there was an omelet kind of thing with a radish, there was salad with seaweed on it, it was crazy. And I did something very adventurous. I ate a fish egg, which I know a lot of people eat fish eggs on sushi, and that's normal and they love it. I'm not exactly adventurous with food, and that's been a little difficult in Japan. Not only that I'm not a big lover of raw fish, but I also have a wheat allergy, so I can't eat any noodles or, there are a lot of things that have wheat in them that I can't eat. So that's been a little frustrating, but as much as I can, I try to at least try things even if I don't want to. And I tried a fish egg tonight. Just one teeny tiny fish egg. And I didn't like it, but at least I tried it. So, it was a really cool night. There was great ice cream at the end with this burnt brown sugar topping on it. It was really cool. And it's really neat to hang out with the Disney folks and learn kind of what they do. Some work in recording audio CDs for Disney. Some work coordinating the music at the Disneyland and Disney Sea Parks in Tokyo. We also had a guy who was out at the beginning of our tour from Burbank, and he kind of, to sum it up, he has the vault of music. Not really. But he can sort of grant permission for orchestras to do music, and he oversees kind of the orchestra concerts of Disney music around the entire world. So he comes to Tokyo every year to see what Disney on Classic is doing. He also gives the permission earlier in the year. And his first job at Disney, I love this story, his first job at Disney before he was like full-time, and they were looking for someone to clean out this room that the music was just a mess. Everything was disorganized. nothing was in books. It was just sheets of music everywhere. And they needed someone who was a great sight reader who could just look at these sheets of music and be like, okay, this is Pinocchio or this is Peter Pan, and be able to organize it. And so they hired him. And what I think is really cool is that it was like the original handwritten scores of Pinocchio and Peter Pan and Snow White. Like, this music was old. Now, he said, everyone likes to think there's like a physical vault of Disney music. There's not. It's all pretty much digitized, although they do store some of the vintage scores in Utah, of all places. So anyway, it's been very interesting to hang out with them, and they've just been really supportive of our concert. We're also going to be doing a concert at the D23 convention. Probably most of you won't know what that is, but since I used to work at Disney World and I'm a Disney superfan, I've been reading about the D23 convention for years. And it's basically just a worldwide convention of all things Disney that they do, I think, twice a year. Some years they've only done it once a year, but this year I think they had one earlier in the year. But we get to perform at it, and I'm so excited. The president of Disney Company, the head of Disney, will be there, as well as a lot of big people from California and from all over the world. Basically, everybody comes together. So that's going to be great. We also have Halloween shows coming up where I'm going to be doing Sally's song, and we'll also be doing some group songs like This Is Halloween. That's going to be a lot of fun. We've also got a show 5 shows at the Disney Ambassador Hotel coming up next month, where I'm going to be singing I See the Light from Tangled with my friend Eric, who's one of the other singers. So we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. But it was nice to have a few days of rest. We haven't had any concerts for a few days. I'll go back to the onsen. It was just this amazing experience. I went with the other girls and one of the guys, and they separate the male and females, and you just go into these hot tubs, these steam rooms. You can get massages, and then there's like food. This doesn't sound exciting, but it really was. You get these robes. I bought one called a yukata, and you wear it around with slippers in between, going to the hot tub and everything. And it was just really cool. And then you can go outside, and there are these foot baths that you're supposed to walk through, and they have rocks on the bottom that kind of hurt as you're walking through, but I guess they're supposed to soften your feet. And you can sit. There was also this pool where you could have fish eat your dead skin, which is interesting. But it was an extra $15, and I decided no. When I used to swim in lakes in Ohio, the fish would eat my feet for free. So I don't really want to pay $15, and it sounded pretty creepy. But we did get a pretty hilarious video of some Japanese trying it and screaming their faces off. But it was a great time. So, what else? I think that's all I have for right now. Maybe I'll try to show you the view. We have a great view of Shinjuku out there. Beautiful city lights. So thank you for watching my video blog, and stay tuned.